Glamorgan ends season on positive note with win over Foxes. Day 2 at Sophia Gardens had seen Glamorgan take control of the contest with a lead of 333 runs and 6 second innings wickets still in hand. Leicestershire, having been skittled out for 132, were facing the likelihood of losing their final game of the season by a huge margin. Glamorgan was struggling with the bat second time around as Taylor bowled Lawler early in the session. 2 overs later, and Macheda suffered the same fate at the hands of Taylor to leave the hosts 114 for 6. Cook had been the exception for Glamorgan, but just 5 runs short of a half-century, became the third man bowled by Taylor in the opening period. Wagg had looked settled as he peppered the boundary, but his knock was ended at 24, bowled by Mike caught Klein. The hosts 137 for 8, with their lead at 364 runs. The wheels were coming off for Glamorgan as Van der Hoogten was unable to match his heroics from the first innings, bowled by Mike for just 6. Mike claimed the final wicket as Hogan edged behind to Hill. The hosts all out for 175, setting a county record target of 403. The historic chase attempt didn't start well for Leicestershire, with Javid trapped LBW by Hogan, having made just 3. Lunch was called with the visitors 4 for 1 and faced with a daunting task in the remaining sessions. The break didn't seem to help the visitors as Captain Ackerman was trapped LBW by Van der Hoogten, departing for a duck with his side in disarray at 4 for 2. The Leicestershire second innings was going the same way as the first, when Evans was caught by Bull off a Van der Hoogten delivery. The visitors couldn't build a partnership in the middle, with Cosgrove departing an over later, a Hogan delivery followed by a Murphy catch. Dearden and Hill managed to find a handful of boundaries, before Hill edged Macheda behind to Cook, leaving his side 42 for 5. Dearden managed to hang around for a little while longer, but suffered the same fate, caught by Cook off Macheda. Taylor struggled with a Hogan delivery, edged to Cook at slip. When Mike sent a Bull delivery ballooning into the air, Lawler made a simple catch to leave Leicestershire 102 for 8. Glamorgan were unable to close things out before tea as Parkinson and Klein finally built a solid Leicestershire partnership, the visitors sitting at 161 for 8 during the interval, a result looking likely in the evening session. It was the skipper Hogan on hand to split the pair after the break, bowling Parkinson for 31 to leave Glamorgan 1 wicket from victory. Klein was in no mood to roll over for the hosts as he brought up a 5th half-century of his career. Both Klein and Griffiths were finding the boundary late on, with Glamorgan facing the unappealing prospect of returning on day 4 with 1 wicket still to collect. Just 6 runs short of a century, and Klein's defiant stand was brought to an end by Van der Hoogten and an LBW call. A positive end to the season for Glamorgan with 23 points. Leicestershire leaving Cardiff with just 3 points to their name.